Hey guys, Patrick from Senitex here, and in this video I briefly introduce how Unimats work. Being a Microsoft Word plugin, once you install it in your PC, you notice this additional ribbon tab appears in your Microsoft Word when you open it, and this is set to the ABU reporting standard, which inform the choice of the name here, Abumats. This can be changed anytime from the settings here. We have a bunch of other schools and we are working on adding more schools. You can see BenMat, IFEMat, LAGMAT, and so on and so forth. We are constantly adding more schools to take care of every Nigerian student. And to start working with it, you simply come to this section and select your program type. Let's assume is an MSc program. You select the report type. You can do your progress report, internal defense, journal paper, and so on and so forth, even assignment. But for this demonstration, let's use a full report. You'll be further presented with options to select from, and you select according to what is required of your department and click on OK, and you will immediately be presented with a template to start working with. Now this template is very important because all the necessary settings for automation has been effected therein, and if you have your work typed already in a different document, you can simply copy the various chapters and paste them accordingly. And for this demonstration, I have some items on the clipboard already. I'm going to paste them here under chapter 2 and use it for demonstration. Now to start with, let's demonstrate how to caption this table and see how they will be automatically serialized by the software. If I come to this control here and say insert caption, indented caption, you can see how the table number is given automatically, and I can simply uh, label it as required, caption it as required. This is table 2.1 now. Because this first one has not been captioned, that is 2.1. By the time I caption this, and this will become 2.1, and the previous one updates to 2.2. And as I add more tables, that is how the numbers will be updating all by itself. And the same thing goes for the figures. I can insert figure captions here, and they are serialized automatically. And if I so wish, I can insert caption as plate for an item. Now the next thing is to demonstrate how to insert equation. And as I insert equation, you notice the equation numbers are being given according to the chapter they are appearing at, and you can see the numbers are being updated as I add equations. If I delete equations too, this will be updated accordingly. And then the next thing is this control here gives me the list of all items that have been captioned. I was talking about the equations, talking about the figures, tables, and plates. And from there, I can cross-reference items. Cross-referencing an item is simply referencing the item in text. Let's say I want to say view as in figure 2.1. By the time I double click 2.1 here, it gives me figure 2.1. Now the power of this is that this is linked to this, so that if this number updates as we add more figures, this will update accordingly. Doing this manually can be very time consuming for students, and this is a powerful game changer for students as they do their thesis, dissertations, and all that. Now the next thing I'm going to demonstrating is this update format here. This update format magically goes through the report and update every bit of it to reflect the standard of reporting for that particular school. Now notice this is a subheading under literature review 2.1, 2.2. I deliberately make this mistake here to 2.6 and see how everything will be updated, and the subheadings will be given the format that is appropriate for them. and even figures that are yet to be given numbers will be given numbers and be made ready for caption. You can see this was 2.6, but it has been updated to 2.3 to reflect the correct number, and so on and so forth. You can see the fourth level heading is italicized just as required from the ABU reporting standard. Now that is that. Very, very powerful and useful. Now the next thing is to demonstrate how to import reference items from online databases like Google Scholar. You can import with a DOI search, Science Direct. You can import from Springer Link and ResearchGate. Now let's assume I search for an item here. Google Scholar is presented right beside my work, and from here, if I want to cite an item of interest, I can just import and cite, and the citation is added just as is required by the upper format. And let me add more just for the purpose of demonstration. I'll add this successfully added and cited, and if I so wish, I can simply import without citing. I can also import it as I can import an item as endnote or footnote, and it will automatically be placed in the correct position and in the correct format. If I close this now, anytime I'm offline, every item that has been imported will be found here, and it will be stated whether it has been cited or not cited yet, and we can equally cite directly from here. These are all the items we imported just now from Google Scholar. You can see we're citing. We can cite name first by right clicking it, and it will cite the name first. This is the upper style required by the ABU standard, and thereafter we add the reference list, and it will add the list of all items we've imported from Google Scholar. And as we import more items, this reference list will be updating to reflect the new changes. That is that required. And this guide here helps you to navigate through the work. Every heading and subheading in the work is presented here, so that navigation through them as your work becomes very, very easy. And then we come down here. This table of content and list gives us this side pane here, from which the table of content of the work can be added, a list of figures, a list of tables, list of plates, list of cases in case of list of cases in case of law students, appendices, abbreviation. It will go through your entire work to extract your abbreviation and present them as a list, and so on and so forth. And this list will keep on updating as you add more items, and the page numbering will be reflecting the exact page numbers where those items are added without you going through your work to make all these updates. We can open the file location from here, and so on and so forth. Add report information. We add the title of the report, student name, supervisors, and all that. And after adding that, we simply add preliminary pages, and all the cover page, dedication, certification, as expected of your school, will come out neatly and exactly as required in your work. Now that is that for now. For the purpose of collaboration, we've added this button here, audio comment. Your supervisor can quickly add an audio comment. You can comment back with an audio comment, just to make collaboration on the report easy for students and supervisors. And in the next update, we are going to be adding live plagiarism check for students, and so on and so forth. So that is that for now, guys. And the software is available online. The website is presented together with this video. You can download and start exploring it. It comes with a 7-day trial period. Thereafter, you can pay for the activation key with just a token of 5,000 naira. Thank you for watching once again, and see you next time.